Hi all, in our last tutorial we worked on login screen and we were just displaying this username and password, but in this tutorial I have updated that login screen with the text field username, enter username, and secure text field with which is password. So now I also added some dividers and spacers between. So I added a spacer between user, spacer, enter password, and similarly for use password, spacer, enter password. Now we have a login, so on sign in or login button. So on the click of that, what I'm doing is I will use login view model, and this login view model we have a login function. When we click on go to definition, it would go on to that login function, and this login view model is observable, which means whatever value you will add over here would be observed and would be available in the login view model. So in login view model, what I'm doing is I'm calling a login API with the username and password, which is added over the sign in screen. So when we call login API, so we have these parameter with the help of login request. So we have username and password, right? So when we call this function in login API, so we will call it with this login request. So now this call will so in this call I am just using a static variable, this SwiftUI @swift.com username, and 123456 is the password. If we add this, I am sending it completion true, like this is valid login, else I am sending it false. So when we have the username and password which are defined in the login API like this, we will get success, otherwise we will get fail. So similarly, we can try this on the simulator. So let me run my simulator and let me just enter the SwiftUI swift.com or 123456. If we add this, it would work, and if we add something else, it would send false in the console. So that way we know like this is the correct username and password. However, the actual calling to the API is not done in this lecture. I will try in my next lecture. So I'm just using the existing. Okay, so now if we just go there and just add a swift.com, so I'm not entering the valid email first attempt. So when I do this, it would say login failed because I returned false. But if I add SwiftUI over here and click sign in, it would return login successful. So we have this login successful if we have defined email and password, else it is fail. So this is done. So I have also created login request and login response. This login response I will use later when we have actual response from the server. But for now, these are the majorly classes: login view model and login API. Thanks. Please share and subscribe my YouTube channel for more videos on SwiftUI and skilled learning.